gonna share this in Discord. This is a little bit later than I was intending. Usually like to live stream about 12 o'clock, but it's a bit late. Well, 16 minutes later than I usually like to go live at. Nevertheless, let's get on with the live stream. Right, Luna, can you not rest your head on my keyboard? Rest my head wherever I want. Right, so I've not done any more tutorials since the last live stream, like I said I would. But I have done a bit of messing around, and I have built this. So just basic 3D platformer collectathon right now. Just because I love 3D platforming collectathons are my some of my favourite games, like Mario. I love the Mario games and Banjo and Kazooie. Don't know why that guy keeps falling over. The other two over there don't fall over. He just does. So right now you have an attack which you fire blue balls by punching, and you can destroy the enemies by walking into them, and you collect treasure chests. It's not got much, just been messing around with some platforms, sound effects. And I'm going to try to not die here. And stomp. Oh. And I fell off. Anyway, and we've also got this one where you have to dodge the balls. The balls are a bit glitchy, and they do, after a while, they do go to the left. I don't know how I could stop that, so you're supposed to jump over the balls, which didn't exactly work out the way I intended. And there's also a death sound. So if I go die here. Yeah. Nothing super complicated. If we go here, that's the death sound. Person breaks. Play defeated music. That goes there, and I've got a timer delay upon retrying of 5 seconds. Robot count, that does that. You've seen this all before in the last live stream. And then just have that have that detected when the treasure chest is broken. Play the music, and the music is attached to the person, so that it's the same volume wherever you are. Just got some background music playing. Number blocks, world, treasure chest, and robot, which is like robot, invisible cylinder, launching balls. With a constant of 1 counting up to 5 on an infinite loop. Just got balls rolling down there into the object teleporters, and just got some basic platforms with 2 robots and the treasure chest. So nothing super interesting, but if you look at it like this, it's a big old mess. very way up in the sky for some reason. Yeah. Not too bad, I'd say, seeing as I've only done like a couple hours work on this. Like, did a little bit of work on it last night before I went to bed, and but most of the work was done this morning. This is like 3 hours of work, and most of that time was just getting a camera, figuring out how to get a working camera, because before the camera would be stuck in the player's chest, which needless to say was not what I wanted. Oh yeah, and the balls sometimes still shoot off after destroying the guys. Just a little bit short. So yeah, I've been having a bit of fun messing around with this. So, I'm just going to call this obstacle. It would help if I used the right keyboard. I think he's broken. You do it, right. Oh. There we go. Obstacle course 1. And the audio is not coming out for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna have to close. Oh, not unpin. Pin. Close. I fucking pinned it, what? Pin. Luna, can you... Here we go. Did that fix it? Yep. Okay. Side. No. Oh, hide sidebar. There we go. Obstacle course 1. What are you doing, Luna? Big dog. Alright, have we done all of Alice's guys? I think, yep. So now, interactive lessons. Risky run! Hey, welcome to lesson 4. Well, you know, I really feel like we're coming to a decisive point of these interactive lessons. The game we'll be creating this time is, wait for it, Risky Run! Okay. It's an action game. You've got to overcome all sorts of obstacles to get to the goal. I'm so excited that you're well on the way to mastering the art of programming. Okay, let's get down to programming some games. First, we'll need a movable person as our character. Let's call up a person node on. Character, persons, boom. Let's make our players small and stick them on the floor. Now could you open the person node on settings? Open the color settings. Oh, there it is. Light blue. You set jump strength to 0.5. So here we go, jump strength 0.5. Now this gameplay will be moving right. So please set the y-axis rotation to -90. There it is. Yep. To be able to move the player with the controller. Input. Stick. L. Left and right. Buttons. Back. Jump. Yep. Game screen node on. Well, first we want to make it bigger. Stick that to play character. Objects will. You can see it's taking a longer trial to gain something irreplaceable. Open up world. Set the world shape to none. Close screen. Now you need to call up a box object node on. Right, mate, it's me again, object node on. Now open object node on settings. We want to use this project as a platform, so under properties enable only visible and solid. What are you doing, Luna? Come on in. Ah, my balls! Fuck's sake, dog. Still need to step on them. Yay, we made our first platform! We'll need to be adding a whole bunch of platforms. And with that, you've cleared step 1! Yeah! Yay, enemy! There you are. Welcome to step 2 of Risky One. To start, Maui made the game mystery full of face. And now to step 2, we're going to replace some aliens as enemy characters. Now call up a fancy object node on around fancy object alien. Gasp! I feel as if I'm about to be sucked into the deep vortex of that humongous eye and the glistening beauty of its non-carbon based body. This is simply to die for. Cool. Settings screen. Under properties, enable only visible, solid, destructible, and destructive. Alright, we want the alien to be facing clear. So set the y-axis rotation to plus 90. We want to be destructible. Automatic retry. You go there. Settings. There's some. Timer node on is in the middle. You're there. Connect you to and output. You're there, and then bam. Boom. Pulling up level should result in a retry to land. If you learn how to do that, then next step. This is us. Ready to hear? Step 2 is done. Yay! We pasted some enemies. We've made a reset thing. That's it. We're done. Everybody can go out. Except for me, because I'm already home. So the programming screen, since the game gives you a retry when the player is destroyed, we should get a retry if we make it to fall from the level and destroy the player. How do we know when the player has fallen off the level? By checking the player's location. To be more precise, by using a node on that moderates a thing's location, namely the location sensor node on. Object sensors located in settings. Objects, sensor, location sensor. Hey, how would you do? I'm the location sensor node on. You want me to keep an eye out for wherever the player is. Or just leave it to me. Player node on, location node on there. And then settings. Disable visible under properties. Do that. Next we'll connect the location to the player. Now the location sensor node on is outputting the player's position. Next we'll make it so that we can detect whether the player is below the level or not. For that we'll need the comparison node on. Call the comparison node on that you'll want the less than. Less than. Alright. Comparison. Did the player fall off the level yet? Did they? I suddenly need to know. That guy there. Y port into import port 1. Players right. To compare whether the height of the player's location is lower than the level, we will need a constant node on. Input constant. Node on. We put up a duty here, and I'm feeling as steadfast as ever. Open the settings. Check whether the player position is lower than the level. We set the number lower than the level's position. -3. Exit there, there. Import 2. So we're going to get the same of the players falling below the level. Using this, we'll want to make it so that the player is destroyed when falling off the level. Now go to objects, launch, destroy object. Well, what do we have here? Looks like a bozo don't need his dinner money. Yeah, looks like somebody wants something broken. Don't worry, we've all been there. You just need that. You just leave that to little old me, and I'll do it too. I'll destroy it just the way you want. As you. Anyway, you might have guessed that the destroyed object node on destroys anything it's touching. Let's move it to over a bit. And then open settings. Now disable visible under properties. And now open up the destroy what settings. Oh, there it is. Download box cylinder or sphere, just person. Could you connect the destroy objects node on to the person node on? No. Object node on and the person node on. No. So the player is constantly in connect with the destroy objects node on. Yes! To finish off, connect the comparison to the... Great, the way the player will be destroyed whenever the comparison node on sends out a signal. In other words, if the player were to suffer an unfortunate fall from the level, I'll be only too happy to do some breaking. It'd be all kind of scary. Though of course, I do hope it won't come to that. Oh dear, let's test it out. Try falling off the level. Yep. That's embarrassing. Falling from the level destroys the player and we get an automatic retry. Suddenly we've got an action game going. You know what this means? Start the fanfare you've cleared step 3! Yay! We've made a program that destroys the player if they fall off the level. In the next step, we'll set up a bunch of new features for the level. See you next time! Same bat game, same bat switch. Welcome, welcome. This is step 4, Risky One. Let's go over what we did last time. Try falling off the level. I just did that. Right, we made it so the player is destroyed when they fall off the level. We're really getting to the big stuff in this next step. Time to make a level chock full of tricks and traps. We'll set up a seesaw to shake things up. Okay, let's head straight to the programming screen. Anyway, first we need to call up a sphere objects node on to serve as a base for the seesaw. Objects, simple objects, sphere. Ew! Want that to function as a nice sturdy base while you build something on top of me? Sounds right up my alley, that. For there, settings, don't want movable, we want solid, we don't want those two, and we don't need to enable solid. Box node on. Object, simple objects, box. Fed. Really? Oh, I need colour. Where's yellow? There it is. Connection point. Ooh. Connected to the base, and there we go. I mean, I guess it looks like a seesaw, but it doesn't move when you jump on it. Which is, you know, not great, honestly. So how are we going to make it understeady like a seesaw should be? By using a special connection! And to do that, we'll do something super simple. Object connection is hinge connector. Object connections. Hinge connections. Z hinge. Whoa! Hi everybody! Hi hinge connector! Here I am, ready to get spinning. If you can slot our enthusiastic friend into that space there, It'll spin any object that it's connected to. Oh, you got that right. Now get me in there so I can spin things up. Let's dance. Yeah, okay, let's remove the connection. Boom. Hinge there. That there, that there. And test. Jump. Jump. Bam. Well, that's an A for effort. But it's going a little too hard. We still can't really call this a seesaw. Let's see what we can do for... Well, effort, I don't get that. Effort begins with E, not A. Sure thing, got one seesaw coming right up. All you've got to do is mess around with my range settings. We can adjust the range of angles to tilt spin through with red rings. Let's set the left side to -45 and right to 45. Just do that. Now let me rotate between them. We're in business, it's moving like a seesaw should. All thanks to the mighty hinge connector node on. Once you're done checking out, back to this. And there you have it, step 4 is done. I would also make the platform slippery. I feel dizzy. Woohoo, good job. Yes! You've learned how to create a seesaw using the hinge connector node on. But next time we'll be programming something a little different. Looking forward to the next step. Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye, hinge connector node on. The hinge connector node on is now just this game's version of Dr. Nick. Here we go, it's step 5 of Risky One. Let's review what we did last time. Go through the level. That's right, we made it. Yeah. Okay, let's say down the programming to the programming screen. Da da. Hi everybody. Hi hinge node on. Let's start off by making a platform. Call for box object node on. Where did I go to? Box objects. Box. Go down to this. Squish it out. Settings. Properties enable only visible and solid. Yosh. Next we want another box object node on to play the part of the pushable box. Objects. Simple objects. Box. There. Settings. Boom boom. I want to change the colour. Light blue. And boom. And there it goes. I mean, of course it fell off. But actually right now we want a box that doesn't fall when you push it off the platform. Time for a bit of programming! Something extra so we can both push it and make sure it doesn't fall off the platform. And the other something is another special connector. Connections, side connections, X side. Ah, you've got this. You're this programmer you've been hearing so much about. Oh! Someone's been commenting a couple of minutes ago. I had Sulam the bandana wearing a D. Extra checkpoint is impossible. And T. My name is Sly Connecting Odon, and I will follow you always. If the side connecting Odon is connected to both sides, the objects it's connected to will move along its axis. That's right. Just give me another. There are guys here. Let's give it a try then. That there. That there. Alrighty. What I do is on the x-axis, meaning the box can only move left or right. Watch how awesome it'll be. There. Oh, look at it go off the platform. It goes it even floated in the air. That was kind of fun. And away it goes. Although it'll be a little hard to use if it just flies off into the sunset, let's do some adjusting. How did you like that, Spirit? Good, right? You can't use it if it flies off forever. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I take full responsibility. Well, it's okay. It's not such a big deal. So, no, I have failed you, and now I must commit honourable Sudoku. Sudoku? I can't remember what the word is. Right, in this bridge, let's open the Slide Connector node on settings screen. With the range setting, we can capture the range of movement for what is connected to. Set aside the range to 0 and 3. A second chance to prove myself. Thank you, Spirit. I will not let this opportunity slip by. Give the box a push. It stopped midway. That should make it a bit easier to use. Oh! Oh no! Back to the programming screen. Yes, it went well. What a relief. I thought for sure that Spirit would delete me. Ahem, let's make the next platform. Copy. Boom. Copy. Boom. Copy. Boom. Now we've got something like stairs. speedrun tactics. Thank you, drum roll. Step 5 is finished. So we use the slide connector node on to push the button around the box. In the game, the next things are going to be more technical. I hope you're looking forward to it. We're halfway there! Whoa! Coding on a Nintendo Switch! Fancy seeing you here. We're moving into the last half of steps for Risky Run. That means we still have plenty more features to add to our game. This time we've got something really nifty. Moving platforms! You know what to do? To the program screen. I am actually going to need to nip to the loo quickly, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. Control down on the floor. Alright then, before we make any moving platforms, don't you think it's a bit of a bother to go through the whole level each time you teleport right to where the player wants to be? And anytime there's teleporting to be done, piss off, mouse. You cause enough trouble. There's teleporting to be done! We need the help of the teleport object entrance node on. Where is it gonna forget? I got launch, destroy, attract. Those who seek the way must trust in the path that lies before them. Yeah. Setting screen to H. Open teleport. What? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Get to make a 3D platform in less than 7. Now place teleport object exit node on. Objects. Launch, track, destroy, teleport, exit. That there. H. Yeah. In order to make a moving platform, we'll need to ask our friend that slide connector Nodon for help. But before that, please call on a sphere object. Simple sphere. All go there. Now open the settings screen for the sphere object Nodon. Visible only. Alrighty then. Now we're gonna call a box object Nodon. Color lim green. Connection point. I tell you, no matter what happens, I'll follow you until the end. This time I'm a Y slide, so I'll move whatever I'm connected to up and down. Y slide there. Yep, there. That there. I know that those two. Yep. So you want to make this platform box thing to move up and down, right? Then you're going to need to add a value to my input port. If you do that, I'll slide the box based on the value that I receive. You can't say fairer than that. Let's give it a try. Oh. You also have to pick between stuff at specific paths. Oh, that's cool. Anyway. Can you call up a constant node on? Behold! I am constant node on. I am immutable, steadfast and unchanging. Bow down, mere mortals. Connect to the side of the... Let's receive an input of 1. The platform didn't fall. Plus its positive is fixed relative to the ball. So that's how that works when inputs a value to the side connection. Hold on. Its side slides an object based on the size of the value. Delete the connection between those two. Instead we'll connect to some kind of node on that outputs a changing value. So connect a node on, go ahead and call it up. Counter. There you go. I will count out some numbers and send those numbers as an output, thanks. Please connect the counterpart. Now I need to have a look at the counter node on settings. Bounce. -3 and 3. Bounce between -3 and 3. Excellent. There. Ah! Oh! Whee! 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 With that platform moving so fast, I find it hard to use no matter how many times I try. So let's try fixing that on the programming screen. Is putting out a value of 1. That means counter node on needs to add 1 to the value each time it counts. If the speed keeps increasing like that, then the platform gets way too fast. Oh shit, there's a bunch more messages. Lesson 5 is a mystery game, Lesson 6 is a thrill racer, and there will also be something new that appears once you finish all lessons. Too fast! Thank you for that. Anyway, looks like we'll have to fiddle with the constant node on settings a little. Yes, come here. I'm gonna fiddle with the innards to 0.3. 0.03. Yep, there it goes up, and now the platform's moving at just the right speed. Lastly, we don't want to see that white sphere in the middle. Yeah! Oh. Not a white sphere in sight. Copy platform. Here we go. Get on the moving platform and try going up. Nice, now you're on a new platform. Looks like our level is filling out little by little. Okay. Maybe not, but now the secret is step 3. Awesome 1, awesome 2, awesome 3, sorted. Knew you could do it. We made some pretty tricky mechanisms this time, eh? Yeah. Moving platforms really make this feel like a proper game. This is getting pretty exciting. Next time it'll even more like a game. It'll be even more like a game. We'll make an item that will let you punch things. Kapow! It's a little bit more difficult, but I know you can do it. See you in the next step. Bye-bye. This is step 7 of Risky 1. Previously, we learned how to make a moving platform. I have a letter. Let me go get it, make sure Luna doesn't tear it up. Sky. Used to have Sky as a provider, but then one day the internet went out and they wanted to charge me 60 quid for them to send a mechanic out to fix it. I was like, fuck off, I'm cancelling my subscription and I'm moving to someone else. Previously we learned how to make a moving platform. We're filling this level with lots of features and the next step is no different. This time round we'll add some items. We're going to make an item that will let us defeat aliens by punching them. This step will be long and a bit tough, but I know you've got the skills to ace this. I have the skills to thrill. Okay, let's see what we can get up to in the programming screen. Are you ready? Go, go, go! First, we'll make things easy on ourselves and adjust where our player will teleport to. Oh, go. Now, when you next start the game, you'll teleport to the area just after the moving platform. Neat, right? Give it a try. Woo. Aliens. Do you think this area is maybe a little simple? Let's add a layer to it. Copy! Now I got multiple levels. Now cool up here, objects, fancy objects, well fancy, alien. And open the settings screen. Other properties enable visible, solid, destructible, destructible. 90 copy, copy, copy. So many aliens! And there's an almost a painful beauty to the rhythm you've placed with them. You are clearly a genius with amazing taste, and I should know! I do Instagram food reviews. I clearly am the best person to decide whether something is good or not. Phew, we made a few of these, didn't we? But there's no way for us to deal with these aliens right now. If there's one thing that we can beat an alien, it's a good punch! We needed to make an item that lets us punch. Let's place an apple as our item object. As the objects, round fancy apple. Open the settings screen. So the properties enable only visible, solid, destructible. Close the settings screen. Enable destructive. Try. Yeah. And she's just gonna grab an apple. We'll be having the player grab the apple here, but we could also think of this as the apple being destroyed. In other words, if we know when the apple has been destroyed, then we can determine if it's been grabbed. So there's a node on there that can use that I think you're familiar with. How it tricks is somebody about to fall to pieces again. Some people can't help themselves. I guess it's up to little old me to tell you when they do. That there. Settings. Apple. There you are. So you need to know when this apple breaks, do you, sugar? But you do know I can only tell you the moment it breaks, right? Anything after that and you're on your own. The nodon's got a point. Objects break nodon only outputs a signal at the moment the apple breaks. But right now, what we need is something that continuously sends a signal after the apple breaks. That's why we need her to remember the apple is broken, then continuously send a signal. Go to middle flag, counter random. Flag. Hello. Z. Z. Z, no more sprouts, mom. Well, Rip Van Winkle, he is asleep right now. But when it receives an input signal, it wakes up. So when flag nodon wakes up, we can say it's switched on. So it's basically a T flip-flop. Wake me up when that apple breaks. Wake me up. Once the flag nodon gets the signal from the object break nodon, it'll switch on. It'll send an output signal the whole time it's switched on. In other words, once the apple breaks, a signal will be sent out continuously. Now we can work on using flag nodon to make the player throw some punches. Pow! What we want next is to make a connection to the person nodon's action point. But since the person nodon is far away, that might not work out. But there's a way around this. We can use a special nodon that lets us make long connections. Go to middle program layout, wormhole entrance. Wormhole entrance. Oh. Okay, this is entrance A, come in. Will transmit signal once Sleeping Beauty wakes up, over. This wormhole entrance nodon is a little hole in the space that lets us connect to far off places. That there, that there. Breaker, breaker, this is exit A. Repeat, exit A. Wormhole exit Nodon. Transmit signal once target returns from the beyond over. Going to the wormhole entrance Nodon. And now that signal will come out of this wormhole exit Nodon. That can go there. So if you recall, we want to make the player throw punches once the apple is broken. First we'll need it so that you can punch with Y. So input, button press, Y. Go! There's only one way to punch and that's as fast as you can forever. Blammo! That there, I'm going to want an AND gate. Settings. Change the output timing on press Y. On press. Now the button will be running signal and now we don't want the player to punch just any time they press Y, so we're going to need an AND gate. It's a logic AND gate. Very well, if those two chaps are ready, then I'll send off the signal. What? Sounds so condition 1 is the apple being broken, and condition 2 is pushing Y. Marvellous. Once those two are both ready, I'll send out a signal. Now you need to connect the AND node on to the person node on's action port. The action port will only receive a signal when pushing Y while the apple is broken. Can you open up the person node on settings screen? Change that to punch. Alright, now we're punching. Could you re-hit try? It's like that, we're never gonna get through all these areas. The punch has to be strong enough to smash those aliens. So we're going to need the help of a Nodon that destroys things. Time to call up our friend Destruct Nodon. Yay! Did you need something, darling? You want something destroyed again, eh? Naughty, naughty. Let's make this Nodon a little smaller, shall we? Now let's take a look at the settings. Under properties, disable visible. Now open destroy what? We want to destroy aliens. There they are. And now open the connection point. To do a punch that breaks objects, we need to connect the destroy object node onto the front of the player. Set own connection point to -X and -Z, X, Z, and person node. Oh, there we go. Now the destroy object. Alien is right in front of the player. That alien can be destroyed. So that means right now all the player needs to do is get in front of an alien and it will be destroyed. Let's change it so that the destroyed object Nodon always destroys an alien only when we throw a punch. So we need to know that when we punch it, this and nodon is sending out a signal. Now we can connect the and nodon to the destroy objects nodon. And now we should be able to destroy aliens by punching them pow. Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. Now we're done making an item that lets us punch. But there's just one thing that's been bugging me. Is the person playing the game going to know that when they pick up an apple, they'll be able to punch the enemies? Oh, excuse me. Let's let the player know they can punch by picking up apples. Do we know of any way to tell things to the player? Well, we'll use the text object nodon. Go ahead and call it up. Yeah, special text. The everyday magical power of words. Even a single word that can be all it takes to make someone smile. Take it down. Message player. And just the text object nodon displays the message when the apple breaks. Can you call up a teleport object entrance nodon? Words have considerable power, the power to influence the world around us. You there? To connect an object, break nodon to the teleport object entrance nodon. Now call up teleport object exit nodon. Visible. There's our message. This way the player knows that they can throw punches. Perfect. And now it's time for me to say Step 7 is done! Excelsior! Entrance here, mission accomplished out. And oh, good job. That was seriously a marathon of a step, but you made it. Great work. I just knew you could hang in there until the end. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to completing our game. In the next step, we'll be working on, wait for it, a boss. Yeah, next. I'm just going to check something quickly because when I was on the toilet, I noticed that the game screen was a bit blurry, and that's because I had to change something. So can I change it back? Because it wasn't working it the other day, and will it work today? Is what I want to know. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, sometimes you just have problems with this just not wanting to work. Pain in my ass. Hey there, nice to see ya. Let's make a start on step 8 of Risky Run. Last time we made an item that lets us punch enemies when collected. This step we're going to work on a boss enemy where we're edging closer to the end now. To the program screen. Go, go, go! Okay, first off we'll need a nice area to fight the boss in. Copy. Huh. We've got a fun multi-leveled game environment, yeah! Plenty of space for dashing and defying duel against the boss. Death-defying duel against the boss. Now back to there. Our boss is going to be a bigger alien. So copy the fancy object. Big. And that's not all we need this boss to come out fighting. Call up launch object node on. Yes! Launch objects. Oh, if it isn't Brick. And it's Brick. What, you want to use me as a boss attack? Ever since I was a kid, I dreamed of being a hero fighting on the side of justice. And you're saying you want me to help the bad guys? Well, I mean, I guess it could be fun. Oh, why not? Leave it to me. And now open launch screen. Open launch direction. Minus X. 3. And filter 3. Open material. 0 gravity. shots are going to fly forever. That's not terribly good, is it? They could cause problems with the game, so we can make them disappear part way. To make stuff disappear, we're gonna need the help of the teleport object entrance node on. Destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. For now, we can make playing invulnerable to make things easier. Check. Structural on the properties. It's not like you were in anything. Notice something. Even though you beat the boss, shots are still being fired. You can fix that. How are we going to stop them from shooting? We can connect another node onto the launch object node. I'm giving it a signal to shoot. Then when the boss is destroyed, we can somehow stop the signal, which will stop shooting. First, we'll need a node on that observes whether or not the boss alien is destroyed. Checking whether or not something is destroyed, usually that wouldn't be a job for object break node on. Well, object break node on will send out a signal when any alien is defeated or destroyed, not just the boss. So, the usual method for fixing this problem won't cut it. Yeah, I know that. I ran into that problem this morning. Or was it last night? It was last night. Can you go to objects, sensors, destroy sensor, object, sensors, destroyed sensor. Hello, I'm destroyed sensor node on. Yes, indeed. I'll do my absolute utmost best to watch over you. Nothing unsafe will happen on my watch. And if somehow something gets destroyed, despite my unwavering diligence, I will do my utmost absolute very best to let you know the instant it happens. I swear it. Few a bit full on, but that's destroyed sensor node on for you. It keeps an eye out for whenever an object is connected to is destroyed or not. It only looks at the objects it's connected to, so it works a little different with object break node on. Yes, indeed, I'll keep watch over everything. Keep it safe, keep it warm, give it a protective squeeze, safety tug. Anyway, are you there? And this one, let's see, object node on. And then sensor node on. Disable visible on the properties. I'll devote my entire being to watching over this boss alien. I'll try not to be too obvious. You can count on me. Knock him dead, darling. So we can signal when it's destroyed. But we also want the launch object node on to receive a signal from the boss alien when it isn't destroyed. So we want a not node on. Teehee, you can't say I'm not unafraid of no boss alien. That's too many conflicting knots I can't be asked to work out. Next to that, yeah. Brilliant! No more shots are being fired out. That's the work on the boss finished. However, I think that defeating the boss should have more of an impact, don't you? In order to play the sound effects, you'll need to call up a play sound nodon. If it's sound effects you want, I'm your nodon, ka-chang! Let's open up the play sound nodon settings screen. Funny. Here we go. Huge explosion. Here we go. That's the sort of thing you should hear when taking down a boss. Close that. Close that. Set connection to the destroy sensor nodon. How will this work in the game screen? Now that's what I'm talking about, it fits perfectly. Let's see the person nodon screen settings. Use properties enable destructing. We've put the player back to normal. Time to check the screen. Damn it. Alright. There. Alright, you did it! That's the end of step 8. You're safe, great. Congratulations, Kablamo. Alright, buddy. Anyway. Done making the boss. Now, next we're going to finish this game by making a door. Risky one is nearly complete. I'll be waiting for the next step. Anyway. Step 9. Come on in. Things are really coming to a head with Risky One. We've been filling our level with all kinds of things. Mechanics, items, bosses. Damn it. This time we'll be making a goal. The end is in sight. Without further ado, let's get to the program screen. To start with, let's make a few more platforms for our level. And shrink. And grow. Objects. Fancy objects. Oh wait, it's a wait thing. There we go. Different things. A move where the player will have. You want to move there? Alright then. Oh. Well, that was a fail. Yay, treasure chest. And to make it so that touching the treasure chest starts a goal sequence. Alright, now we need to determine whether or not the treasure chest has been touched. To do that, we need to call up a touch sensor node on. Yikes, you can't just call somebody up out of the blue, my poor heart. I thought I wasn't even going to be in this one. Let's make this poor blighter a bit bigger and stick them on top. Now open the touch sensor node on settings screen. And the properties disable visible. Then open check what. Person. Play sound node on. Do. Need some congratulations, leave it to me. Open the settings. Jingles. Super happy. When you touch the chest, there be. Having a sound alone isn't gonna be enough. This is the end of the level we're talking about here. Cool party popper effect node on. Alright chum, it's your wee pal effect node on. This game is called Risky One, right? Hey, I've had a few of them in my lifetime. Let me tell ya, one time I had this blueberry muffin. It had been in the packet for a while and the blue might have been a bit green, but I was awfully hungry and I guessed it to be just about okay. Anyway, I bit into it and it shouted at me, You see, it's been stewing in this pack so long, it actually achieved some semblance of sentience. You say in the game's called Risky Run, act sorry, well, I've had a few of them in my time, let me tell you this one time. I'll forget this conversation if you will. Middle. Oh, sorry. Green, fat. Oh. Free. Alright, that's all done and dusted. The game did automatically reset after the doll sequence. Now we're finished with the doll. Let's head to the programming screen. And here it comes! Step 9 is done! Let's go repair. Whoop whoop! Ah! This goal, Risky Run, is all about done. All that's left is the next step. Putting your own personal spin on the game. See you in the final step. Welcome to the last step of Risky Run. We have done all sorts of work on this game and now we're finally at the finishing touches. In the last step, you are going to push your own personal spin on the game. First, we'll make a little adjustment to the shots the boss fires. Alright then, for the last time, let's go to the programming screen. Get to it. Here we are, launch object node on. Did you know we can connect it to a texture node on? If we line up our texture node down here, you can add your own drawing to what's being fired. Amazing, right? But first we need to prepare by opening up the launch object node on settings. Set object shape to box. Then under properties, disable visible. Now call up texture node on. Pictures are like mirrors that reflect who you are. No need to fear, just draw whatever you can come up with. Never fear, for I am here! Now we just need to connect the two. And we'll take a look at the texture node on the screen. Open texture files. -Z. Oh! this is going to look horrible. A bit of red. There you go. Boom. I think there's something else this game might be lacking. And that's something music. We need something on the background, hopefully background music. Oh, hello, Master Trainer G. So now we're done with the preparation. So all that's left now is for you to put some finishing touches on this game yourself. There's all sorts you could do. You could use texture loader to do it. You can adjust the background of the music however you want. Or you could change the colours. Also, you can freely move the teleport node around. Using that to check the progress will make it easier. And like always, if you feel you're done, just push done. Stop program. Oh, I didn't do anything. Don't know it. Get rid. Delete. And that. Oh, so this is Risky Run by NS Brit style. Oh, like dumbass style. Oh, I see. Sometimes it's good to leave things as they are too. Well, here we are at the end. We're finally done with building Risky Run. When you're done checking, let's go to the programming screen. This is Exit A, you know. Also, this game looks all kinds of fun. Delicious. You're amazing. I'll follow you forever, NS Brett. I'm shocked I closed my eyes for a second and then I found... Nice one, knew you could do it. There was some pretty high level stuff we had to program for this game. But I just knew you had what it takes. Now we're done with this game, we can line it up with the others like before. Back to the menu we go. Note blocks! This game should have note nodes where, you know, they receive an input and they play a specific note. And they can make their own music. You've got quite a few completed games on your belt now. It might be fun to go back and play some of these games again, you know. As usual, why not get some of the folks you know to try out your new game? Ugh. Risky one. Oh. Alice is scared. Hello there. There's a person in the middle of the game screen. Move it, Rebel. See, when you move the person, the game screen moves along with them. Pretty neat. This time around, I'm going to tell you the secrets of how to program the game screen to follow a person. Who's this? Why, if it isn't Ennis Brick, come on in and do. Hey, it's Ennis Brick. You want to know the trick to making the game screen follow the person's movements, do ya? So here's how you connect the game screen to the person. Yeah, just connect that to there. Ah yes, just so darling. Thank you very much, person node. Wonderful. The person can strut their stuff around the level all they want. Excuse me. And yeah, center stage, shall we, mate? Once connected, your old friend the game screen node on sticks like glue, you know. If you get rid of the connection, then the game screen won't move around anymore. Try it. Well, even the most diligent author needs a break from following their subject around, you know. So move around the man, which remember the person. That's because the connection that was removed between the game screen node on and the person node on, see? Nice to see you again. Tracking weight. When it's set higher than it's follow quick on the person's heels. When it's set to low, it'll lag behind. 05. It's highly going. Yeah, this is very easy stuff to understand. Me too. So now you know how to control the camera's movement by changing the tracking rate. Like I know, do you enjoy it? Taking review. Now, incidentally, I have come up with a new way to bring out the gold in young person's node on performance. Where the hell did this keyboard come from? I don't want that keyboard. I have that keyboard, I'm gonna start. 10 keys on there, fuck everything up again. I am, after all, an artist. Yes. Let me explain. I was thinking that the very thing we need would be a darling little treasure chest spit spot. I descend from on high. I am thy god. Fantastic scene of location, darling, as ever. Now, if you'll switch up my connections, we'll be laughing all the way to the box office. You see, my doves and I can connect to object node on, and and follow them around too. Simple objects, people's UFOs a lot. Simple object. A beautiful treasure chest should be descending from the skies, and before it stands our hero as burning with determination. The fateful meeting of person and treasure chest. The adventure begins. The rating soar. Look, the game screen was following the falling followed the falling treasure chest. And ignored the poor person no matter how fast you make them run. If the person pushes the treasure chest, then the game screen will move to follow the treasure chest. No, no, no! This is all wrong. Ruined! This doesn't give the impression of a fateful meeting at all. I've got it! In this way, darling, you must change my vertical tracking rate to post haste. I require it. It's just nice and slow. Okay, so lower than the up and down movement. It shall be my magnum opus, a genius I am. What a starking vision, my dear, simply striking. And in spirit, do make full use of my connections and tracking rates, won't you? Together we shall make magic. Nice working with you, bye. Making fools dangerous. Dangerous when you fall. Hello there. As you can see, there's a person on top of the brown platform. You can move the person around with L and pressing B, trying... See, did you see that? The person fell off the platform and broke. Today I'll teach you how to make it so that the person breaks if they fall off a platform. Hello, Innisbury. You seem very well, comparatively speaking. Why hello, it's lovely to see you. Hee welcome, watch your step. So alright that you went to learn how to make it so that, so that people, so that the person breaks it if they fall off a platform. That's a doozy. First we'll go through why the person breaks in the first place. The person breaks when I send a signal to the destroy object node. I'm rather good at sending signals. That's me, the destroy object node here. You've got something you want to break, don't you? I could see it in your eyes. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I just adore breaking things, you know. When I receive a signal, I just can't help it. I break node connected to me. The person node and I are connected. And because I'm connected to the person node, that means I'm always connected to the person in game too. So when I receive a signal from the comparison node, I break the person whoopsie. I break things when I receive signals. Meanwhile, I send out a signal when the person falls from a platform. How do I know when the person has fallen, you ask? You want to know, don't you? I can tell. You really want to know. Okay, I'll tell you. I know because I'm comparing the person's position with the height of the platform. I don't work alone though. The location sensor node and the constant node both lend me a hand. Location sensor node at your service. You can really rely on me when you want to know the position of something, obviously. Right now, I'm connected to the person node so that I know where the person is in the game. Can you see that I've got 3 output ports? The top port is X. It outputs the person's horizontal position, or in other words, where the person is from the side view. From side to side. The middle port is Y. It outputs height, meaning how high the person is. The bottom port is Z. It outputs the depth here, that would be how far forward or back the person is. Right now, the comparison node wants to know how high up the person is. That's why the comparison node is connected to my Y output port. I'm a constant node. It's my constant and unfailing duty to output precisely 0.00. Here, 0.00 stands for the height of the platform. 0 is a beautiful number, don't you think? So eternal. Actually, in ancient times, they didn't have a representation for 0 because it was seen as unholy. So, thank you, location sensor node constant node You're true, friends. Oh, did you think about that? I'm comparing the height of the platform with how high up the person is. Well done, to be precise, I'm currently set to greater than. The nifty little symbol means greater than. Anyway, when the height of the platform is greater than, meaning greater than how high up the person is. In other words, when the person is lower than the platform, I send a signal to the destroy object node. That's how the person gets broken when they fall off the platform. Thanks, everybody. This is all a bit complicated, so it's nice you worked together to help explain. Try falling off the platform. The person went lower than the platform, so that's why they broke. I hope you've got the hang of how everything works so far. Did you know that you can change where the person breaks by changing the number, the connection, constant node on outputs? Why not try it out? There are all sorts of fun things you can compare. Yes, let's start by selecting the constant node on. Based on the understanding, -2 is located below the platform. Yeah, just person's node on completion. The comparison node on then sends out a signal and then the person is broke. Why don't you try changing my settings a bit? It's always best to have differences to compare and stuff. I got an idea, let's change that to that. That second symbol means less than. We change the comparison node on settings to less than and the person greater than? Yeah, greater than. Less than? Greater than? Yeah. The constant node on is currently outputting -2. Since we changed the comparison method to that, it will send a signal when -2 is less than the person's, but yes, a greater than. Less than. It's less than. It's lower than the platform. The person's so they just die. Apple, destroy apple. Welcome back. You know, you look more knowledgeable than you did when we started. Now you know how to change the constant node on settings to change where breaks. How to change where breaks and change blah blah blah. Yep. Worked that myself. Learning to dance with the hinge connection node on. Oh hello, how odd, look at the sphere box arrangement on the right there. How about we teach you how to make a cuboid rotate around a sphere? Right now it's just stuck in the air, not moving at all. Use the hello. Oh goodness, today is just perfect for dancing. Hello everybody. Hello Hinge. Right. That's what you want, isn't it? To learn how to make objects spin. I'm so glad you want this. It's me, Hinge Connector. Let me introduce you to my besties either side of me strapping object noise. I'm a sphere. I'm a box. I'm connected to the sphere object, don't you see? Right, let's get the... Yeah. Leave that. Yeah, that. There. Anyway, the sphere is set so it won't move, so it acts as a still center that the box spins around. Hey, did you see that excellent box twirling? Did you have a nice dance object node on? I twirl right nuts. I'm dizzy now, mind. Oh, you do know that it's not just about the twirling and the spinning, don't you? You can set a whole range. You can actually set a rotation range in the settings. Can you believe it? To get right in the settings. Minus 45 and 45. Oh shit. Mark seems to have gotten stuck mid-rotation. How do you like that? It stopped right in the middle of the best part, which is the spin. Extra info alert. Do you know what happens if you make the range teensy wincy, teensy tiny? The object tilts, yep, it gets stuck diagonally. Look at that box. Look at that. The box is nearly not even our intrepid UFO friend can knock it out of orbit. The angle is fixed in place, so it's stuck fast and won't move. Let me guess, it didn't move at all. Are you gobsmacked? Astounded you are, aren't you? But wait, there's more. Sending signals to my input port can make those objects twirl too. First, reset the range. Setting. And the box is rotating 90 degrees. That's because the input, however, hinge connector now doesn't get an easy 90 degrees input means 90 degrees rotation. Our little UFO cannot budget. Actually, I can budget a little bit. So you got your head around what happens when you give a hinge connector node on input. You're back. Anytime you want to go for a spin or take any other object for a spin, I'm your node. Don't promise me you won't drill about me. I insist that I beat your exclusive rotation specialist. Now spin with me. See you around. And around and around and around. I'm not 100% sure why sending an input into it doesn't make it constantly spin annoying. Hello there. Okay, so lighting up. Hey there, remember what I decided how do you want to learn how to make things slide? You do make me blush. You make me blush. I never thought I'd see the day when you were interested in boring old me. Okay, be cool now. I can't, I'm just too happy. It'll be my honor to show you how to make things slide. I won't let you down. I'm going to teach you like I've never taught anyone before, which I haven't. You're going to be the best finger slider there is. You leave it all up to your old pal. On the game screen there's a blue box and a red cylinder. Red cylinder, blue box, usually I'll take this together, object they're all connected, right? But if you don't do that and instead sandwich me in the middle of the connection, bingo, the connected objects will be able to slide. Connect it to him. Connect him to that. Now box straight. Only good for imparting the power of the slide. Right, opening up my settings for me. Here's the range. Moving the sliders left and right will change the slide range. 0. Gosh, thank you so much for going into my settings and changing things up in there for me. Slide range goes from 0.00 to 100 now. And you slide up on the centre to the right, and you know sliding left. Yeah. Well, they both need to be at home. So it's now fixed at that location. So. Okay. Flag node on or off. Hello there. This time the game screen has a person and there's some blue boxes in a very fetching blue light bulb. What happens if you press Y? When you press Y, person fires spheres with sound effects rather exciting. So what happens when you press X? Oh, the sounds and the spheres have stopped. So Y turns them on and X turns them off. This is what it'll look like today, how to turn this on and off. Desperate. Person node. Yep. Here we are. All in a row. Da-da! Hello, how are you? Eureka! You're here to find out how to turn sounds and attacks on and off by pressing a button. Leave that ka-ching up to me. I'll teach you, but good. Pow. But first, let me explain myself through song. When your world is all binary and you want to get your code on, for all your on and offish needs, just call your friend Flagnode on. Knock knock, Flagnode on. Who's there? Flagnode my name, don't wear it out. I just splooshed out my heart to you and you're snoring. Well, whatever, back to teaching mode. Look at the Flagnodon's input port if you please. Once that port receives a signal, whoosh. Then ping, the Flagnodon will switch on. After that, the Flagnodon will output a signal continuously, swoosh. But if a signal hits the off port, then a Flagnodon will switch off, buzzed. And then no more signal will come out. Thank you very much for your time, Flagnodon. Anyway, Flagnodon can be in one of two states, on or off. When they're on, they output a signal constantly, and when they're off, they don't output anything. That's the gist. There's a button for Y connected to the port you see. So when you press that Y, the Flagnodon switches on. When I'm on, I'll output a signal. Then I'll send a signal to the play sound node on and the launch object node on. And then there comes the boom and the bang and the pew pew pew. Send me that signal and then the party really starts fire away, boom. I have a strong connection with Pearson node on, as you can see. Which means Pearson node on here can fire some spheres. You'll also see that the button node on for X is connected to the off port. Yo, if you press X, the Flagnodon will switch off. There's no signal if I'm off. And without a signal, there's less pew pew and more. The one way of putting it, I suppose, but another way is like this. Switching the Flagnodon on and off switches the sound and spheres on and off. Anyway, now you've learned a little bit about Flagnodon. Fancy giving another look over on the game screen. Press Y. Once you press Y, that switches Flagnodon to on. The reason you get a sound is because of the output. You press X, switches it off, and that shuts off the signal. Remember this whenever you want to send a signal to switch things on and off. Flagnodon to not on. Do you have more of an idea what I do now? If you change the node on connection to my port, then the trigger switches to make a change to, like you wanted to make it so picking up an apple made you able to jump. Want to try it out? Right, first off, time to build the object node on it. We need a fancy object node on to make it. Select Flagnodon. Yeah, we can jump. That's pretty nifty. It's a game trick, isn't it? To enable things to... remember it well. Welcome back. If you need to turn things off and on, call your old pal the Flagnodon. Tell me, Flagnodon, not sleeping again. Tell me Flagnodon's not sleeping again. Fire all the marshmallows you want, I'll eat them all. No. What kind of dream is that? Making punches damage. Hello there. Punch! Things are like, on ability, I can break things just by punching them with my bare hands. Yep, we're feeling a bit delicate today. Oh peeps, isn't this the coolest thing? And do you know how I got this awesome power? Button node on a destruct object node but still with a problem, mate. Yo, push-ups make your punches stronger. So push that button down and then push it up again. How terrible to not know what one's own strength. A button node is connected to my action port, see? Give it a push. And when the action is detected, the signal is triggered and set. Right now the action that's been set for me is punch. So basically pressing Y makes me punch. That's not the whole story though, giving a person the power of fisticuffs doesn't give them the power to break things. We need to program in some objects destruction that makes it work. Oh, destroy objects node on. If you want it to be destroyed, then here I am. When the person punches, I'm the one that actually breaks the object. Whatever I touch, he breaks. Connecting me to the person node sticks me to the front. And you see I'm linked to the button node too. When the button node gives me the signal, which is to say when the Y is pressed, it's curtains for anything it's touching. And pressing Y triggers a punch for me, remember? So when the person punches the object they are touching is blasted to smithereens at the exact same time. One like I like you. A perceptive one. I like you. And you, Brit, you two shall understand the nature of my duties. Let me show you. Make me visible. Now you'll be able to see exactly where I'm lurking. Now you will see how I destroy things. Now, when it's give in to your most destructive instincts. It's just a box. And there you see that square frame as the main character. There's a switching there then. So that's how to destroy objects. Both things with a bunch of How about we break things in a different way? Let's rearrange the objects node on. See ya, boss. All done, mate. Change the person action that with Y. Celebrate. Huh. It's a me, a Mario. Yeah, the box in the way. Dent. The punches hit home. They destroy object node on spray. White frame didn't touch the box. Yeah, it looks like you're having trouble destroying things. I can feel how you want to never fear. I shall grant your wish. Change my connection point. Okay. Yeah, now I am at one with the person's actions. Together we will make beautiful music, a symphony of destruction. Okay, now for the puzzles. It's taken us over 2 hours to get here, but we're finally at the puzzles. Making a sloping. You need to go to your. Hi everybody. Hi hello Hinge Connector. I think that'll be the right angle-ish, more or less. There we go. Come on. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Not too difficult. I missed the title set out. Okay, so. Destroy when one is. There you go. Result game of the garage. This way you just might be able to do some programming on your own. Keep working out this. Now then, I'll be waiting at the next checkpoint. See ya. Mystery room. Ooh, yeah. Puzzle solving. Room will be adorned with all sorts of curious objects. A sleuth will need to comb a place looking for clues. And that they can solve the puzzles, they just might get their hands on the hidden treasure. Doesn't that sound exciting? I know, I'm ready and raring to go. Let's hop in. Start by building the room itself, the main setting for our puzzle game. Overhead. Brilliant. Let's start south by moving something any good room should have, a floor. But wait, there's a floor right there on the game screen, isn't there? Ha! It looks like we've already stumbled upon the mystery room's first mystery. Okay, it's called a box object node on and to make it bigger. Settings. You step into the particular room they add. Somewhere in this room, surrounded in darkness, was like a hidden alcove. Oh dear, I hid an alcove before, but yep. Floors are different colour, yeah! Multicoloured floors! Well, different coloured floors. Floors, Wednesday we will be doing our puzzle solving, as if... The map your dear friend in the shore to you has led you to this very room. Interested? I'll get to the bottom of this mystery, I swear. Go ahead and switch over to side view. Raise him up so he can get on the floor. Punch! I will punch. Right. Yay. You can't make a complete complex angle like this with our usual game screen node on. And so please give a warm welcome to our newest member of the node on family. Objects. Come on. Looks like you're in need of my services. Hey, what's up? We're looking to capture the room and the player from an isometric perspective. No problem, I'm on the keys. Just what I wanted here. Now let's switch to side view. Place him there. Well, now act like a real camera, so we need to put this on a good view. Wow! What a great aerial view. The game screen looks totally different now. When you put the camera node on up high, this is the kind of view you will get with it. Still, there's something not quite right about this angle. If we rotate it a bit, we'll be able to change the way the camera is facing. Head view. Twisty. Let's see more of the room. See, when you change the camera node on's position and angle, it affects the camera that shows the game screen in the same way. Looking at the current angle we've got, I reckon you could tilt it down a bit more for a better view. Camera node on settings. X-axis rotation to 4. Y-axis rotation to 17. Fantastic. That's not easy to see yet because all we've got is a floor. But this is exactly the camera angle that we need. Oh. Good effort, nicely done. Bang up job, that. Very nice. This time we made a character, a camera, and a floor. Look forward to rounding off our room with walls and a window and a ceiling in the next step. Light filters in, but nothing leaves a room without an exit. Do you yearn for the outside? To be continued, or I see the next step. This is 9 steps. Hello again and welcome to step 2 of the mystery room. Last time we made ourselves the floor, the player and the camera. I'll give you a quick recap. The lime green floor will be our main puzzle solving area and the black floor, however, will hold the puzzle solving area. We can press Y to make a person punch. So far our room only has a floor and nothing else. We need to construct or rather program a proper room. Over the back wall, select this object. Oh, there you go. Copy. Move. Hello? We'll add a few more paths to make this into a wall with a window. Select object, copy object. Setting black. There we go, one made to order wall with a window shaped hole. Bit by bit our room is becoming roomier. Oh, you know what I mean. Now I know one way to get this hole in the wall looking more like a window. Objects near done. Copy. I can't. Filling window appears to stop anyone from getting in or for that matter out. Blah blah blah. Now that is a very fine window indeed. You really want to grate pines with this one. Okay, that's it for our right wall. To a well-known objects world. Settings. World lighting. So let's be hey, now I got a shadow. Left wall check, right wall check, hidden alcove wall check. The side walls are looking good. It's becoming more like a real room by the minute. The hidden alcove is still sort of peeking through, but that's okay. We'll hide it properly in the next step, just pretend it's not there for now. Floor. Floor. There you go. Copy and make it big. Side view. Up you go. Settings. White. We have watered the vein into nervous planes to mildly various plants mildly blah. Almost. Try moving the player up towards the camera. Oops, they've disappeared off the side. Would you mind having them walk back into view for me? Looks like we've lost them, huh? What's actually happened here is that the player fell off the floor and is now standing somewhere off camera. Can't see the flipping thing, can we? Stands to reason though, walls are pretty good at stopping you from seeing inside. Alright then, let's make this wall invisible so we can observe your beautiful room, and I'm going to put my phone on charge before it dies. There you go. Where is it? Excuse me. That's alright. Step through is finito. Time for a cup of fine a bit more. Oh, I got 2 cups. Oh. There you go. There we go. Have a quick drink. Well then, see you in the next step. God damn it, hiccups! There. You are humbly invited to step 3 of Mystery Room, so come on in. Last time we built a room that we will access our little mystery stage. Oh, this time we'll be working on a whole bunch of puzzle elements. I'll start off by working on the place that only appears once all the puzzles have been solved. The hidden alcove. First thing says we need a door. Select the copy. Move. We're using as a door. So when all of the puzzles have been solved, what we want is for the door to open all by itself. To do that, we'll need to use a new special kind of connector that we haven't used before. Call up a free sliding connector node on from objects connections and free sliding connector. What, you got beef with me? Oh, I get it. You want me to move the hidden door, right? Connect me at both ends and I can move the objects freely whenever you want after that. Hoping you could get the hidden door to open automatically at the end. I suppose for this step we could start out by using R to move it manually. That there. And now... Oh, there you go. What? Settings. The object node on there will be using as a door. Visible. Movable. Not solid. Okay. On the connection points. ZZ plus. Hop. Oh, I got really bad hiccups. Namely that the player can saunter into the fix that ASAP by adding an invisible wall to block them off. Where? Listen, Mr. TV. Number object node on. Ah. Okay, in the stream here because I've got very violent hiccups. Hey Ashton, yeah, so I've got very violent hiccups and I don't like to be quiet during my stream, but I can't really talk, otherwise I'm gonna hiccup and it's just annoying trying to talk when you're hiccuping. So I think I'm gonna end the stream and hope these hiccups go away soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I need to figure out it. Yeah, well, my mouse. Alright, see you guys in